all. I don't even remember. Microphone. Okay. Like, it says that there's... Negative, thank you. I love my glasses too. Are we... I have like a green bar bipping that says audio is being picked up.
Well, they have a lag. There's
That's
a lag.
true. So fingers crossed that this is working.
Possiment says those glasses are very good.
Yay! Audio! Yay! It's working! Hi, all. Yay! For some reason, I apparently have to do that every time. I don't know. I really need to sit down with the software and learn it. Anyways, hi!
Hi! Happy fall!
It's almost fall. The
Almost
first day of fall is next Tuesday.
Yes.
I only know this because we have stuff happening on Tuesday that's auspicious. God. But yes, thank you for all of the glasses comments. I am really fond of these. They're ridiculous. Krista also has very good glasses, though they're less obvious from a distance.
They sparkle, though.
They're very much Sailor Moon disguises herself as a librarian. Like, nothing else but that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just for the record, we have something big on the personal end going on next Tuesday that we don't want to talk about just because it might jinx it.
Cross your fingers for us.
It's a good thing. It's a big thing. But it's a long process, and yeah.
The audio is super laggy. Sigh.
I don't know how to fix that. Hopefully it'll fix itself, maybe?
Yeah. Fingers crossed. We're gonna try and forge ahead for like 5 minutes, and if it is still laggy, report back negative. If it is still laggy in about 5 minutes, then let's try and restart. Because, God knows. Okay. Maybe someday soon we'll have high-speed internet. It could happen.
Says their audio isn't laggy. Okay. Cool.
Fingers crossed. Okay.
I mean, not cool that negative you're having technical issues. But
yes, but like...
At least it's not on our end this time.
Do, like, quit out of the stream and come back and see if that helps, because YouTube sometimes does that to me. Anyways, now that we've gotten over the obligatory technical stuff, hi, we're making studio stuff.
Yeah.
The whole Shapeshifter studio is moving across town. We're hiring professional movers. So that we don't
across town.
It is out of the building and into another building on a different campus. Is that better?
Yes.
So one of the things we're doing is we're taking all of the non-store stuff out of the studio and moving it into home and being like, what can we do with this? Do we really need all of it? You know, moving. It's the chance to KonMari all of your stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so today is a day for sorting weird fabrics and trading stories about projects that we're doing and projects that we did do and projects that we might do someday in the future, stuff like that, and making piles. And this is a piece of muslin, which is always useful for all the things. And I'm just gonna reach back here, grab hangers, and bring them up as we talk about stuff. And yeah, when we get through that, I will go into the front room closet and bring back another 20. I'm going to take this off because there's no reason it should be on a hanger. This is from FlameCon?
It's a faux fur.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't specifically for FlameCon.
Sam's got a really, really good comic book adaptation from IDW.
Yeah.
Really good. And Krista wanted to be Stormer, and I got to be Kimber, so we could be gay as hell and... early 90s, late 80s is hell. Late 80s? Is that it?
Because it's a modern day reboot.
Yeah.
So the aesthetic is kind of vaguely 80s, early 90s.
The aesthetic is extremely glitter, and Stormer had a sash that was cow print or zebra print or something.
It was like the lining of like a king's robe.
Ermine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, white but with black dots on it.
Yeah.
But like they kind of the black dots are like a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But we couldn't find that, so we just went with this weird Dalmatian cow print.
It was there, and the thing about cosplay is that if you get the impression of the thing at first glance, and people know who you are. Do we have any use for this, though? This is kind of a small scrap.
I don't think so, unless we make like a tiny pillow.
Yeah, it's like, it's too thick to make a good pocket.
Yeah.
Or a pouch or a lining of something.
Oh yeah, we also used it as a lining for a purse.
That's right, we did that.
Yeah.
But I think this is a go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a small scrap at this point. What's next? Oh my gosh. Okay. Every now and again my mother sends me a box. And the box is full of many things from my mother's side of the family, from her mother and her mother's mother and that person's aunt. This is Mom, Evie, Granny, and Aunt. Oh my god, it'll come to me. A great-great-aunt. And Evie and Granny and the great-great-aunt all sewed and made lace, tatted lace and sewed and just did linens things. So every now and again my mother sends me a box that's just
pillowcases and tablecloths and napkins and
pillowcases, but with like lace worked through them at the hems.
Runners.
And I used one or two of these to make lace cuffs for a Victorian shirt for a Christmas Carol production one year. And I think I might again, but I think these are linen closet things and not hang up in a fabric space things, you know?
Oh, Negative says Dalmatian cow. Now I want to put one in a D&D game or something.
Please. Oh, please.
That would be terrifying.
A cow with energy and speed.
And a predator.
I'm into it. I'm very into this.
Cow with dog teeth.
Yes.
That runs really fast.
I'm in a new D&D game. We had session 0 last week. I'm so excited for it. We're Team Disaster Gay. There's just 3 of us this time instead of it being a group of 7, which was wonderful and great and also a lot of people. But with just 3 people, I really feel like I'm going to get the chance to like get to know everybody really well, and literally everyone in the party is like, here's my character, here's how gay they are. And it's, yeah.
For the record, we do keep some of the linens, you know, the stuff that we like and that we know we can use and will use. But we also have permission from Eli's mother to, like, you know, send them out into the world if we don't want them.
Because she literally has 18 boxes of this stuff from 3 different generahr's worth.
Right, and it feels like she gives them to you, right? Because attachment to
exactly.
them.
She has
so she, like, you know, she is a thrifter to the core. So doesn't want to let go of things. It's just that sometimes she has too much of an emotional connection to them. So she's like, okay, I will give them to my children or child. I don't know if she sends stuff to Doug.
She does not. She does not. My older brother is an anti-materialist, so I get all of the things from the 3 generations of households of people who sewed every single linen in their house.
Right, so she can give it to you.
Right.
And you making the decision to send stuff to the secondhand stores
it's okay.
Is easier.
Right. Because it's also like we have all the pillowcases we will need, and we're sewing our own pillowcases in true family tradition.
Negative says, at the moment, I run a Call of Cthulhu game. This could genuinely be a horror creature.
Please do. Oh my god, please do. And then tell us about it. Dalmatian cow. Chthonic Dalmatian cow.
Catherine says, one time playing D&D, my DM had us go to a pride parade, and we all bought pride stuff in the game.
Yes.
Good job.
Important. I have no idea what I was going to do with this. I think this is probably from that production of the Tempest.
Yeah.
But we didn't use it.
This was, no, I thought we did.
For, Ceres.
Yeah.
The goddess of the harvest. So, there's a part... We're going to get into Tempest costuming because we do Shakespeare in the Park every summer that there is Shakespeare in the Park. And, the Tempest was 2 years ago? Yeah, 2018. And there were 3 goddesses. Spirits, but goddesses.
Very briefly.
Briefly in it. Goddess of...
Hera, Ceres, and Iris.
Right. Krista got to be Iris. Rainbows and gay.
At the end of June, Pride Month. So it
was very good. Even though I dressed you all in wool, and I'm sorry still.
and velvet.
Shakespeare in
Velvet
summer.
and wool.
But yeah, I think I picked this up for use with Saris because all of her color palette was tans and browns and golds.
Yeah, because she's, harvest, so wheat. Wheat is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got this cool, like, textured herringbone.
Yeah, see, it's still got the tag on it from Frank's. There's a place in New Hampshire called Frank's Bargain Center, and you go in there and you put down a remarkably small number of dollars and you get a ridiculous number of fabrics and fabric remnants. Yeah, I think this was going to be like 2 panels of her bustier corset top thing that we did. And then instead...
Oh, Dylan! Hi, Dylan!
Dylan!
He says it looks like part of Ariel's wings.
I think Ariel's wings were too light for this.
Oh, yeah.
I made those lightweight. Ariel's wings were delightful, and also they had to be like freaking 6 to 12 yards.
Yeah. Dylan was in the yeah, you were in the Tempest, right?
Yeah.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, no, I remember.
There were so many people, and I just, it's Shakespeare. If you're in a different scene, you just never interact with some people.
Uh-huh. Dylan was in the Tempest because I remember those pants.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan, I love you dearly, and I'm still kind of sorry. Pants are hard, okay?
They are hard.
The Try Guys proved that today. Speaking of things that I think we made really bad pairs of pants out of.
No,
this is
Bucky.
This is Bucky. Oh my god. There was a time before the Marvel Cinematic Universe was a really unpleasant place.
Before the Marvel Cinematic Universe was really a thing. Well, it was just Iron Man and Captain America movies.
I wanted to be Bucky from Cap 1. I wanted to be, old school Bucky, and I wanted to make that jacket. And then I wanted to rip the left sleeve off and put a blood stain on it because I'm a horrible person. And so I got this, which is like too light in color and lightweight, but it was for summer cons, so I didn't want to make a freaking navy blue leather ass jacket.
Yeah.
And I got as far as patterning out half of it, but by God, that thing has buckles and buttons and bars across the front and so many pieces.
And then I think by the time you finally decided it was time to give up on it, Winter Soldier had come out.
Yeah, and then there was just all this other cool shit to try, and I was working on that arm for a while, and I got like a heat gun and plastic for I cut out plastic for molding and everything. So this is definitely, it needs to go. I need to stop regretting days of Captain America past. This is going. It's a little bit. Can we make a different pile for scraps and big enough to make something out of? Probably. Yeah. God.
Well, what is going on with the wheat?
Good question.
The wheat.
The wheat. It's such a weird fabric because it's
it's upholstery fabric.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I think it should go. I don't have any use for it, and none of the upholstery projects I would ever want to do involve a boring neutral tone.
That's fair.
If I am keeping upholstery fabric, I'm gonna make something ridiculous. Oh, I think this was... I had this theory for a second iteration of your cap dress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just briefly, because we showed cap dress on the stream before, but we could always again. And that skirt was this one layer of blue satin.
Right.
And I thought if it ever started looking too crinkled, then we could replace it with something ruffled, and it would be cute. It would also be cute as hell. And that was the theory behind here, and then we never needed to do that. And I just thought, oh, maybe I'll make a skirt out of it because it's cute and ruffled, but I never did. And this is just one of those things that's so cute.
Dylan wants to know, is the flowiness blue big enough to make anything of?
This?
I'm not sure if you mean that or if you mean the Bucky.
Yeah, this is definitely big enough to make a number of things out of. The Bucky blue.
You could probably make a shirt or something out of it.
Yeah, maybe a shirt. But this is a solid 2 yards of... It's 2 yards at rest. I'm sure it's more when you do that, but really it's supposed to be sewn at rest.
Yeah, it does have a seam in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But
why did I do that? Who knows? Oh, I might not have even done that.
Yeah.
The fabric store might have done that. Yeah, it's just a weird width.
Yeah.
It's like... But yes, this is absolutely big enough to make something out of, and I think it should probably go to someone who will make something out of it. Unless
I mean, it is very cool. I
Right.
just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, same. And like, it's time. It's time to let this one go. So, if you're watching this stream and you want it, we can probably make that happen.
Negative says that cap dress was so cool.
Thanks.
Oh, the Bucky blue. Yes.
Yeah. Bucky blue. Make something out of it, sure. So, in the cotton mill, where our studio is for another 2 weeks, we have a shoemaker on the 3rd floor. No, they're still there.
Oh, right. They just transitioned to making
Sandals.
sandals.
Yeah, but before they made sandals, they made all sorts of shoes, and they had like real leather scraps of leather uppers for the shoes and just pieces, and
Also some synthetic leather.
And some synthetic leather and all sorts of stuff. And I think it's time to take it off the pinchy hanger and fold it up, whatever happens to it. And I had this theory that this year, back in January, February, the theory was this year's Shakespeare in the Park was going to be Richard III. And the director asked me if I happened to have anything for making, like, small props like weapon holsters, things that could be put on and taken off so that an actor can play multiple characters and be like, when you have the red leather on, you're this person, and when you have the sword on, you're that person. And I said, why, yes. As a matter of fact, the shoemaker upstairs just offloaded a whole bunch of leather scraps onto me. How about I learn a little bit of extremely rudimentary and rough leather work?
Dylan says, looks like flowy Prince Charming shirt potential, the blue.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll bounce when you move.
Yeah.
That's just an exciting thing to think about. So yeah, now we have all of these leathers, and they're just scraps. It feels a shame to just let them go.
Yeah, no, we'll find something to do with them.
Yeah.
Even if we have to wait until the next Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to learn some amount of leather working, you know? We did an archery class a couple years back where we got to make our own quivers, and that sort of thing was really pleasant and meditative. And also, now that we have this monster, this cast iron monster, we could, in theory, punch holes in leather with it and inset.
That monster is a grommet setter, by the way.
A grommet setter. Grommets. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. We can put grommets in leather now. We can put grommets in lots of things.
Or spikes, because that's actually the bit that we have.
We have a bit for spikes.
Leather face masks for that Mad Max look.
Spiked leather face mask. Pull it out. Pull it out.
It's not leather, but I did do a spiky face mask, which you probably saw if you were following the Instagram.
Trouble with that is, how do you breathe through it? And if you're breathing through it and holes in it, I guess you have to like have punch holes in the leather and then have a filter layer to make that work. It's still possible. But yeah, I think this is a keeper. I think it's just, I don't want it on hangers because that's just a pain in the butt. I want to have fabric storage like you have yarn storage. That's what I want. I want like bins and shit.
Well, we do have another, well, I guess it won't fit in there. What I got was an under the bed shoe organizer, which just has little fabric cubbies, which I don't think actually would fit shoes. Unless they're like, you know, soft slippers that you can roll up.
Or like tiny children's shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it fits rolls of yarn.
It might fit like, it might be a fabric scrap organizer for me if there are scraps that we want to keep. But yeah, I also might want to just take one of those black plastic filing cabinets home and put these over hanging files. Do you see, chat?
I do.
Chris, say you're very cool.
I'm not, though.
You have a spiked face mask. Yes, you are. I think this is also from the Shoemaker.
It is, yeah.
It's this very weird, very stiff. It's like straps of Tiva sandals. Maybe.
It's inner lining for shoes.
Do we have any use for that at all?
I don't think so.
Alright, away it goes. I think the Shoemaker said, I'm getting rid of stuff. Do you want it? And I went, sure.
It's like this really stiff, it's probably polyester canvas.
It's so structural. It's like...
That's why they use it for shoes, probably.
Yeah. I look at structured stuff and I'm like, could you make a corset out of that? And the answer is probably, but why would you?
Finn says, Ian Alexander, a non-binary actor, has an amazing mask that's completely covered in spikes. Good.
Yes.
Oh, Dylan says, arm guards for LARPing.
Yes. I mean, I want an arm guard that has, like, notches for sewing kits. Shears and, like, a thing for a measuring tape. That's what I want.
I mean, you got plenty of stuff to mess around with.
Yeah, it's true. This is one of the duperta, the scarves that matched a set of clothes that I had when I was in India in 2009. Well before I knew I was trans. Well, a few years before I knew I was trans. And I still love the filminess of it. And it's not really a fabric, it's a finished scarf, and it could be a wall hanging, and it could be a lot of things, but I don't think it belongs in the fabric realm because it's done.
Well, does it also get used for Shakespeare in the Park? Or if it was this one, or there's another almost identical one,
yeah,
but where the main color is like this deep maroon red.
Yeah.
We used that for Titania's wings and stream.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Titania's wings were fun. Everyone's wings in that were fun. Had this idea of making a set of wings and calling them my social distance wings so that I could go outside and if you get thwacked by them, you're too close to me.
Kane, I'm very tempted to use extras on some masks if I can.
Please
that sounds so cool.
Yes.
It is very cool.
Okay, so this is a keep, but it's not a fabric. It's a costume piece or just like a piece of clothing.
Negative says, I don't LARP. I've never had the chance, but I would wear arm guards like casually. Definitely.
Same.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
I don't remember this.
Me neither. This is a bit of brown, this beautiful rich brown silk. It feels like, oh god, what's it called when you've got like a weave where some of the threads are...
It's taffeta.
But there's a specific word for it when some of the threads are thicker in some places than others.
Oh, I don't know. But I don't know. This feels like we probably got it from Green Mountain Fabrics.
Yeah.
It's that kind of nice.
Yeah. Green Mountain Fabrics was the extremely nice fabric store in downtown Brattleboro that closed at the end of last year and just sold fine silks and bridal stuff.
Maybe not. There's stuff cut out of it.
Yeah, but...
Maybe it came from your mom.
Could have come from my mom. Could have come from a thrift store like Experience Goods. Because we never made anything from that.
Yeah.
I'd remember it. Oh god, what's the name of the silk that's thicker and then thinner? It's a spinning technique that leaves lumps in the fiber. Maybe it'll come to me, maybe it won't. I have too many sub-processes of those running in my brain right now. But yeah, it's this very nice thing. I don't know what to make of it, except maybe a shirt.
I've lost my clippers.
Those aren't clippers, but
I
they'll
know.
do. Here's some clippers.
I just want to see if it burns.
Yeah, burn test. One of the things when sorting fabric is that sometimes you want to set a bit of it on fire and see if it melts into plastic or not.
We need matches, by the way.
Okay. Sheriff of Rottingham material.
Yeah, it burns.
Okay, so silk or cotton? Some natural fabric.
Yeah.
There's supposedly the way to tell silk from cotton is how it smells when it burns. Whether it smells more like an animal or a plant. But I don't really know.
I can't tell.
Yeah, same. It's just smells like burning.
Oh, it just smells like burning hair. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I do know what burning hair looks like. I don't know what burning hair smells like without product on it.
Hairdresser life. Oh right, this is muslin. What do we do? Keep or let go? I have no use for it, but I love it.
I feel like this is something we can keep for now.
Yeah, it brings me joy.
Yeah. If we figure out something to do with it, then we'll do it. And if not, then at some point we'll realize that we're not doing anything with it and we'll pass it on.
This does not spark joy for me. Once upon a time, just pair cosplay planned of Gambit and Rogue.
But as Sailor Moon, well, a Sailor Scout and
Tuxedo Mask.
But Gambit as the Sailor Scout and Rogue as Tuxedo Mask.
Sailor Gambit and Tuxedo Rogue.
Yes.
And this was part of Tuxedo Rogue because it was the 90s cartoon version of Rogue, so bright green and bright yellow.
Yeah, it was going to be a tuxedo jacket that was green, and then it was going to be lined in yellow.
Yeah,
and so you're going to see like the flash of the yellow with the tails.
Yeah. That was an extremely ambitious project, and I had no idea how to do it, and I got it wrong almost first thing, and then it was cut, and it was too small.
Well, you weren't like working off of a pattern or anything.
I was not. I was guessing.
Negative says, Eli, were you talking about slub silk, maybe?
Yes! Yes, that's it. Slub silk. That's what this is. Slub silk. Right, because the slub is the thick part of the spinning. When you're a beginning spinner, you're told to avoid slubs or try to make it as smooth and even as possible. But slub silk is when they make it intentionally. And yeah, it makes for such a nice texture. I love this.
That also has that texture.
And it also has a texture. It is a less nice texture.
It's not silk.
It's not silk. It's extremely polyester, and it makes me sad to look at, and I want to let it go.
Okay.
Shock and surprise. I tried to make a tuxedo jacket with no pattern, and I did not succeed. You know, sometimes you just gotta have that experience with hubris. Silk supposedly sticks to brick walls like spaghetti.
I can see how it would like cling.
Yeah, snag like wool does. Right, animal fibers like wool and silk have tiny, tiny microscopic barbs in them, and that's what makes them felt together. Is there such a thing as felted silk? Seems like you'd need a lot of silk. It would probably be wasteful.
Yeah.
I bet someone's done it because fashion is nothing if not wasting shit for the aesthetic. Bless you.
Allergies.
The grass pollen today is so high. And here we have purple glitter fabric, which I cut into things that I was going to put ruffles on a skirt. This was during a stage of my life where I thought if my skirt just had enough ruffles on it, then maybe I would do femininity well enough that I would feel it. That's how old this is. I have had this for ages.
I remember you cutting it up into strips while we were living in Jersey, which was well after you were out. Yeah.
Huh. I think maybe there was a span of time where I just wanted to make that skirt without being the one to wear it.
Maybe. It was definitely after we were living together. But because I remember you talking about it and you being like, you know, if you just sew strips together, it's going to be see-through.
Mm.
That you have to like layer it.
This is so good. It's so pretty and it's so sheer and it's got like this blue to purple.
Negative says, wow, that's a trans mood. Also, everybody loves this fabric.
It's so wonderful and I love it. And I kind of want to just take it and put ruffles on something else.
Yeah, we decided that we were going to do that.
Yeah.
With the thing.
What do we ruffle?
We were going to ruffle underwear.
Okay.
Finn says, I'm such a sucker for anything purple and or sparkly.
Same. Same.
Possimage says, very pretty, but also, yes, big trans mood.
What if I take some of it and ruffle like half of a pair of jeans and just like bigender down the middle?
How are you going to ruffle it?
By rucking it up and then stitching it on
No,
the waistband?
I mean, where is the ruffle going?
My thought is on the waistband.
You could also
Just
do it
loops
down
out.
the side seam.
Oh, I like that better. Oh. Yeah, okay. Done. Thank you. That sparks joy. Oh, it's just like a floof down the side that moves as I walk, like the gayest tuxedo stripe. Done. Oh, speaking of gay icons, here's the fabric that is someday going to be made into a Morticia dress.
No.
No?
It's see-through lace.
No, you're right.
The Morticia dress is not happening anymore.
Oh.
We turned it into a skirt.
Oh, right! Love that skirt. Right, this is not that thing. Okay, this is just like a whole lot of see-through lace. Oh,
Yeah.
I think we got this from Binders, actually. I think this was
No. I think we got that originally for your wedding jacket.
Oh, yeah.
And then you decided that you didn't like the straight up and down.
It wasn't visible enough.
That too.
My wedding jacket lace needed to be visible from space. And this is not. This is like, I'm sure y'all can't really see it unless I do that. That's the lace pattern. There we go. You can probably get a good look at it now. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of black lace. I made my own wedding outfit. The jacket has a train, and the lace on the lapels and the cuffs needed to be visible.
Finn says, of the purple, I want to wear a shirt made out of that over a binder and then eventually top surgery scars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dylan says it could be part of a Tinkerbell skirt over leggings.
Yeah. What if some of this goes into like ruffles on a binder strap?
You can do that, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any use for stretch lace, black stretch lace that is
Still
subtle?
want a like duster out of this
Okay.
with like a hood.
Okay.
It's very 90s.
Will you write that down
Yeah.
in possible projects? Because otherwise I'm gonna forget. And I'm going to look at it and be like, Morticia dress, because it looks like the Morticia dress fabric when it's on the hanger.
The
in
Morticia
closet.
dress fabric has a very subtle feather pattern, like
Weave.
woven into it.
Yeah. Freaking jacquard fabric. Love that stuff. But yeah, if we can do like a lace duster, it's sturdy enough for that. It's not like it's going to rip the first time it snags against something.
Dylan says, I was an honorable mention for some Morticia-like drag dance in college. Nice.
Good. Good. And as long as we're in the Morticia aesthetic, it's some more black lace. Look at that snag. This is a different pattern of black lace. It's got roses worked into it and it's got a tulle backing. So like it's got a layer that's just the lace and then it's got a layer sewn onto it that is straight up black tulle.
Was it cut off of something?
I don't know. No, I think it came like this. I think the layer of tulle just keeps the lace from unraveling or anything like that.
Huh.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't remember why we got this. It's not stretch
It doesn't
lace.
even look familiar to me.
Yeah, it's... This might have been one of the thrift store things where it was just there, and I was like, gosh, $1 for 3 yards of lace? We'll figure something out.
This feels like something that could probably become useful for future Forest of Mysteries.
That's true, but we could also, like, let it go. It's non-stretch, and it's super scratchy because it's tulle.
Uh-huh.
And we don't have anything in particular to use it for. We could keep it. It feels like...
You could send it to Nick.
Okay.
Oregon right now?
Oregon, yeah.
So, you know...
Wildfires.
There's air troubles, and they're making veils.
They're stitching veils onto hats so that the ash doesn't get in their eyes. And, yeah, okay, this is going to Nick. I need... Here, go in Nick pile.
Sleep Thief, sorry, says, hey, me and my QPR recently got our binders from y'all. They're amazing. Yay!
Yay! I'm so glad. Oh, it feels so good to be sending binders out.
Negative says also, you can never have the Morticia dress first, though.
Yeah.
Like, you need to match that lace.
Yeah, gotta build that one from the ground up. Do you have tissues on your side of everything?
We need more allergy pills.
I know. So next up, we've got this thing, which is from one of the boxes from my grandmother. This is definitely my grandmother's aesthetic. It's pale blue with a gold or silver...
It's gold.
Gold. Rose-looking pattern woven into it with metallic thread. It's really neat. It's made out of a lot of scraps right now because we used it to line some tote bags. But I didn't like it as a tote bag lining because when you put things in the bag, it snags on this.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't... It's not sturdy.
Okay.
It's an old. This is from... Let's see. This would have been from the era when Evie and Granny were sewing my mother's clothes in the 60s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like it's 60s or 50s.
This is an extremely 60s fabric.
I mean, it's nice that it doesn't like doesn't really have a front or a back. It definitely, like, there is a front, but the back is not. It doesn't look bad.
Yeah, the back
it
is
just
also
looks
cool.
different.
Yeah. Because when you get the negative space of this weave, that also looks really neat. And it's still like a solid yard of ridiculous shiny blue polyester that I just never really found a use for it that I liked.
Yeah, it's definitely a lining fabric, but we don't do a lot of things with lining.
We don't.
And if you don't like it for the tote bags, then
let's let it go.
Okay.
Someone else can enjoy that period of time when my grandma was making extremely glittery things for her teenagers. What even is this?
It was an accident.
Oh, right. This is from Spandex House.
Yeah, so there was an order for a very similar blue floral tropical print, and they mixed up the one that we wanted.
Yeah, and they sent us one that we can't use because it doesn't have enough stretch.
Yeah, it's like this weird, like, athletic fabric.
Yeah. You could definitely cover, like, outdoor chairs with it, too. It's got that resilience to it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like this basketball shorts fabric.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like, I'm like, you know, the fabric itself isn't weird. It's just, why would you put this print on that kind of fabric?
I think this is definitely like a Hawaiian print deck chair for someone else.
Okay.
It's not my aesthetic at all.
Unless you want to make basketball shorts out of it.
I absolutely do not. Giant floral prints are not for me and have never been.
Negative says, the shiny blue looks like a tablecloth my parents own.
Neat.
And Sleep Thief says, my partner is a seamster and is just quietly screaming at all this fabric she wants.
Well, look. email us afterward if you want to pay for shipping. We're getting rid of it anyways. It might as well go to someone who wants it. That's what I think. That email is info@shapeshifters.co. No, I'm not kidding. If you want it and you want to pay for shipping, I'll put it
Any
in
of
an
the
envelope.
stuff in this pile.
Yeah, that pile. The pile of we're getting rid of it.
Pussin says, "Oh wow, I had a tropical binder from y'all, and that's making me want a second one." Oh, Dylan says my Grim would have liked these. Anything Silurian blue.
Good. Here we have feels like a cotton.
Yeah.
It's a pretty thick cotton.
Yeah, it's almost denim.
Yeah, it's a twill. Yeah, the weave is a twill. It's this nice solid pale pink. What the hell was I going to use it for?
I don't know.
I definitely bought it with an actual purpose in mind.
Maybe tote bags.
Could have been. It
would look cool with the blue cork.
Yeah. Are we keeping this for tote bag lining?
Tote bag.
Yeah. I think this is tote bag lining. I think we need a pile that is just... When we make tote bags, we want some fabric to line it with, and this is nice and sturdy. Yep. And it's a good color.
You know, we prefer prints on our tote bags, but not everybody does. This is the problem with like buying fabric for like making things for other people.
Not everyone shares our exact aesthetic. Okay, we need a different pile for tote bags. There we go.
Here's the tote bag pile.
And here is like...
What's left of Howl.
Oh, right. Howl. I got this cheap baby blanket satin to make my Howl's Moving Castle jacket. That goddamn diamond pattern jacket was my first attempt at quilting, and talk about hubris. Oh my god. I thought I could quilt together diamond, like rhombus shapes in different colors.
Again, without a pattern.
No, I mean, I knew what the pattern was. At least, like, I didn't even get to the part where I was cutting it for a jacket. I just wanted to put the diamonds together and have the corners match. And I had no idea what I was doing, and I was using this slippery, cheap satin. And
yeah, I think we picked this up at there was a party supply store.
Yep.
A couple blocks away from our apartment in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Bushwick, yeah. God.
Which was very nice.
Party supplies, fabrics, notions.
Yeah.
They were lovely, and also... This is not baby's first quilting project.
I mean, it was a very cool store. You know,
it was.
They had yarn, cool they had fabric, they had all kinds of like ribbon.
That store is the first place where we got elastic for the stiff inserts for binders.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I hope they're doing well.
Yeah.
God. This can go. It does not spark joy. It just makes me sad about how younger me thought that they could really do that and that it would ever work out. Okay. Ugh. Denim. Like 5 yards, I think, of denim with a really interesting pattern worked into it. Like a vine or floral or arabesque, I don't know what to call it, inlay. I love this stuff. It's got great texture. We used it to line one tote bag, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think we used it for straps.
Yeah.
We haven't actually made a lining out of it.
Someday, God is my witness, I want these jeans. I still want these jeans.
I just said we should make salwar out of them, because we've been making salwar.
Salwar, for those of you who don't know, are like puffy cotton pants. I just put my foot in the camera, that's terrible. But yeah, pants that I'm wearing are cotton, and they're pleated across the front. There's the waistband. There's all of these pleats right here. Don't know if you can see it with the pattern. But yeah, they're the most comfy dang things ever. Drawstring pants. And I don't think denim salwar would be comfy at all. Because the thing about denim is that when creases press up against your skin, it's not fun. And salwar is all about the creases.
Dylan says, I have all these t-shirts for a quilt, but can't do that.
I understand.
Also, Laura Ingalls Wilder skirt.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Laura Ingalls Wilder. Was that an author?
Probably.
Little House on the Prairie? Yeah. God.
Little House on the Prairie skirt.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna make jeans. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Okay.
not gonna make salwar.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Jeans.
Do I need to write that down?
No, it's denim. I'll remember. I'll remember that I'm making jeans out of the denim
Sleep
someday.
Thief says, I was thinking it looks more like jacket material.
Ooh.
It would make a very cool denim jacket too.
Ooh, what if we made a denim jacket? And I mean, there's probably enough yardage there for both. What if we made a denim jacket and then you embroidered it for me? Did you show stream your embroidered jacket last time?
Yes. I don't know what's new from last time.
Please do.
Where did it go?
Good question. It's around here somewhere.
It fell on the floor.
Oh no. Krista's been embroidering. Yes, Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. My jacket.
Yes. Krista has embroidered so many things onto this jacket.
I've taken a break from it because I'm embroidering a different jacket for our niece.
But the Evil Eye is the most recent one on the
Yeah.
back. It's freaking amazing.
Probably
to me.
didn't see that one. You know, I tried to go like because it puckers weirdly because this is like stretched denim because whatever.
Sure.
I tried to go like from the inside and work my way out, thinking that would help with the puckering because it does with the other stuff. But it's just so big that it just ended up stretching it out. And now the eye sticks out.
I kind of really like it though. Do you want to try stretching it with an embroidery hoop and just leaving it in the hoop for a while?
The embroidery hoop won't fit because the fabric is too thick. I tried it.
Fair. Oh, this purple. This purple with this shine. Oh. Chad thinks your jacket is cool.
Thanks.
It is super cool. This purple. Camera's not really picking up the color. It's this rich grape purple.
What's it from, Eli?
So, once upon a time I was a homestuck.
Was.
I have a contentious relationship with it now. But when I was a homestuck in 2012 through 2015, I was a homestuck in a really good time to be a homestuck. And Dirk Strider, who was a trans icon for a lot of us on account of all of that identity searching he did and all of that identity construction he did, there was a fan artist on Tumblr who was known for designs of Homestuck characters called the Fancy Dreamers. Because when the characters go into the dream world, they're either wearing yellow or purple, depending on which dream world. And then someone said, what if they're designed things? And because Dirk is the Prince of Heart, his dreamer outfit was like tailcoat with the silver moon on the front, and so I made that purple tailcoat and I embroidered the silver moon across the front, and I had a purple silk shirt that I wore under it, and I made the pants, and they were pretty poorly made pants, but they fit me for like a minute.
It looked pretty cool. I mean, you know, I wasn't a homestuck, but...
And when I wore that to, what was in Connecticut, Anime Next?
No. Anime Next was in New Jersey.
One of these cons. Yeah. I wore it to
Connecticon.
I wore it to a convention in Connecticut when we were on the con circuit selling t-shirts. And I had like this purple, shiny, wonderful Prince outfit. I was feeling really good. I had a binder on in public for like one of the first round, the first year that I was binding in public. I had done with a Dremel cutter. I had made my own sharp, spiky sunglasses, and I had glued a pair of old sunglass handles to them myself so that I could make the frickin' anime-ass glasses. I had bleached my hair and spiked it up. And that con was the first time that a stranger in public came up to me and said, "I love your costume. What are your preferred pronouns? And can I follow you on Tumblr?"
Didn't you also... I know you didn't make the flag,
I didn't make the flag. I went to a prom stuck, which was an amazing thing that Homestucks in New York City did, where we actually had like a dance. We had a prom, just like we danced with each other in a
like
gymnasium.
Central Park, or
yeah, around Central Park, in a rented gymnasium, and one of the decorations was this purple Dreamer flag. And when they were all packing up, they were like, "We don't know what to do with this." So I said, "I'll take it," and I used it as a cosplay prop, where I was Prince Dirk waving the flag, and I had a head spiked on top of it for plot reasons. But I have no use for this shimmery purple polyester anymore, but looking at it makes me so happy because for a while there I was the Prince of Heart, Dreamer Dirk, and I had a flag with a head spiked on it, and when I went through the courtyard of that hotel at Kineticon that year, people looked around and cheered because I was Victorious Dirk.
Mm-hmm. That can also be lining for tote bags.
Yeah, tote bag. That's a good way to keep it and repurpose it. It's nice and sturdy. God, that cosplay might have been my first cosplay in baby's new gender identity. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was. I had a dear, dear friend at that time who did makeup art, and she there's a point in the comic where Dirk gets beheaded. He's fine, but he does get beheaded. Lots of people get beheaded in Homestuck. It's really a thing. So she did like she for Halloween one year she gave me the latex and the blood and gore and looks like, now you're beheaded, Dirk. God,
well, I think you also did that for
convention
for Otakon.
Yeah. Otakon that year was wild.
Yeah, I think that was the first time that you cosplayed Homestuck at a convention that I was at.
Yeah. Otakon that year, I cosplayed as two different characters, Dirk and one other, and the other character had a featured Homestuck update that weekend. So people ran up to me and held up their phones like, "Have you seen the update? You're in it!" It was so cool. I got to hoist that flag at the corner of our t-shirt booth and just draw all the Homestucks in. Community was great. I loved it. Anyway, here's my Homestuck stories. Some of my Homestuck stories. A memory patch for my own quilt. Yeah, maybe.
No, this is reminding me of the one photo shoot that we actually did together. Which is
the Night Vale one?
Yeah, the local Night Vale one. Back in the day.
Night
we haven't kept up with Night Vale. But we went as the man in the tan coat.
The man in the tan jacket.
Tan jacket. Eli had a briefcase that was full of flies.
Yeah, I had like plastic flies on wires sort of floating around it.
And I went as
the woman from Italy.
Right, the woman from Italy. God,
yeah.
It's been so long.
The woman from Italy is here, and it was like this wonderful description of a woman as a volcano.
I decided that. That was my headcanon, was
Yeah.
that the woman from Italy was actually Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah.
And so I had this like red dress, and then
Ruffles.
the gray cloak over it,
Black tulle.
and big old bug eye sunglasses.
And then we discovered at that Night Vale photo shoot that people actually shipped the man in the tan jacket with the woman from Italy. So when they made a photo shoot request, like, "Hey, can people like dressed as this come here so that we can get our photographs of our ship?" We were like, "We're married." And it made some people at Night Vale fandom very happy. I think this is more Bucky, or like a different try at Bucky.
Maybe.
And we've been using it for tote bag.
Yep.
So
As reinforcement also.
yeah,
For fabrics
reinforcing.
that aren't quite as sturdy.
Yeah, that's the strap reinforcement from when we were using that 60s polyester. Dylan says a memory patch for my own quilt, and now I'm just thinking I'm gonna grab a square of that purple and I'm gonna embroider that silver moon back on it. Yeah. This looks like
Burlap.
Yeah, burlap. I was gonna say horsehair, but that wasn't the word. Burlap is the word.
Is from New York?
I have no idea. When did we? You need burlap for anything.
You partially costumed, was it Othello?
King Lear. This might be from the King Lear costuming. Yeah.
My dad does a bunch of shows with the
the American Theater of Actors.
Yeah, American Theater of Actors in New York, which is like, off Broadway.
I kept asking them, like, when are you going to get me money so I can get fabric to make these costumes? And the dude finally wrote me a check 2 days before the costumes were due. So I grabbed the check, I cashed it, I bought fabric, I ran home, and we made 9 costumes in 2 days.
I mean, they weren't
Never
full
again.
costumes. They were like hoods.
They were like hoods or tunics or
very simple stuff.
But still, 9 in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's
a very casual theater.
Yeah. God.
That's something for Halloween.
I don't want it for Halloween. It's burlap. It's itchy. It's sad.
No, not for a Halloween costume. For decorations. For like a scarecrow head or something.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
A spooky scarecrow.
Should we have a different Halloween-y pile or like decoration non-wearables pile?
Sure.
Here we go, non-wearables.
I assumed you were going to put that in the letter. Sleep thief. Wow, I'm sorry. It says in 2 days.
2 days to make costume pieces for 9 characters. He wasn't really an asshole. He was just, sometimes when you're working with someone and you have to remind them to do the thing, and then you have to remind them to do the thing, and then remind them to do the thing. Yeah, I didn't ride his ass because I had my own shit going on and I was busy, and I think he's used to people, like, bugging him for things.
Well, he... that theater had been going since the 70s, I think. And he was one of the founders of the theater. So he'd been doing things a certain way since like the 70s, and he was very, laissez-faire about everything. It's fine, it'll get done, don't worry about it.
Until 2 days before, and then he was like, no, it actually needs to be done this Friday. No, really, this Friday. No, you can't not have costume pieces for the dress rehearsal. That's simply not done. And it's like, all right, okay.
I think they also just weren't used to having a costume person.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the impression that I get, is that they were used to just sourcing costumes from places, or that somebody in the cast or the director or somebody would
they'd have it in their
care
closet.
Of it.
Yeah. Feel this. This is super soft black wool.
Ooh,
it's nice. It's high quality. I think it's like really fine wool. This is like pants wool. This is like suit pants wool.
Yeah. It's got a little stretch to it.
Yeah, just a little bit, just in the weave. I have no idea when I got this.
Is there a piece we can snip off?
Here it is. This is it. Yeah, I have no idea when I got this. It's just nice black. Gonna be useful for something, I'm sure. Wool. You know what I want to do? I want to make shorts out of it.
Out of wool?
Yeah, why not? I know why not. Shush. No? Polyester blend in here? Yeah. Well, that is the nicest synthetic I've ever felt. In that
That's
case.
probably why it's so stretchy.
Yeah. Neat. Can I see?
Yeah, it's got that burning plastic smell.
Oh, it just crumbled off in my fingertips. Yeah. So it's a blend, and also it's really impressive for a blend.
We're very, very familiar with what burning plastic smells like these days. We have to melt the ends of the cords for the masks.
Ah, gosh. What if I made a vest?
You can make a vest. Sleep Thief says my partner is screaming, make vest!
Yes. Okay. Can you put that down? Black wool blend. Feels like wool. Synthetic. Make vest. we have a thrift shop.
Sophia Light says wool binders for cold weather.
Listen, I have in wintertime definitely counted my binder as like a warm layer, and it's enough by itself. So we have a hospice thrift store in town called Experience Goods, which I quite like. And sometimes they just have fabric there, which is lovely. And this here is like this pretty,
I think that's the back of it.
Picnic blanket looking. I mean, I can't tell whether this is the back or this is the back. Like, it's finished on this side. And the other side, it's tufted.
Yeah, no, I think it's the tufted side.
Neat. Yeah. Either way, it's a super pretty picnic blanket looking thing, which has just been sitting on our hanger since we got it, and I have no idea what to do with it.
I'm pretty sure we picked that up for tote bags.
I'm not sure I like it for tote bags.
Why not?
I'm afraid that anything that goes in the bag and rattles around will snag out all of this interesting woven work with all of the free fibers. It's like these tufted fibers are just bits of thread that have been woven through and then left out and frayed. And I don't know how secure
I don't think they're going to snag it.
You don't think so? Oh, it seems very secure. Wow. Yeah, alright. Tote bag lining.
And it's a rainbow.
That's true. That's true. Do we have too much tote bag lining?
No.
Okay. I will ask that question if we add like 3 more things to that pile.
I was going to say, we bought a bunch at once.
Yeah, we did.
So that we could just have it.
This is fabric from the Tempest. It's from Krista's Iris costume.
It's a very subtle rainbow. It's like a rain cloud.
Yeah. Strange but pretty. A picnic blanket. Yeah, that's what I think so too. It could be an outside of the tote bag too. Or like a reversible tote bag, the picnic blanket.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah. So this is like this light blue twill.
Yeah.
Tweed? Tweed?
Tweed.
Tweed. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying subtle rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice, and also there's just this one strip of it, and I have no sense of
Oh, I
if
thought
we
we
can
had
do...
more of it.
Maybe we do. Should we set that aside because I'm about to go in for another armful? Yeah, that's a maybe. And then there's the Dorothy fabric. We've got blue gingham, which we've been using to line tote bags, and I think I really like it for a tote bag lining.
I do too. I like blue gingham. Eli doesn't.
I'm sorry my southern upbringing is not a source of joy. I am going to set aside the scraps that are not that useful anymore. Just to be like, we don't need to keep random scraps.
That's fair. Somebody can make napkins out of them.
Absolutely. Tote bag. Alright, and now it is time for me to go take these hangers back to the closet and bring out the next rounds. Lord, we sure do have a fair amount of odd fabrics. Oh. Oh. Ah.
Well, now I'm here all by myself.
It's true.
And I never know what to talk about. Dylan says Toto bag.
Yes. Correct.
Eli says yes, correct. Yeah, no, we because the way we do the straps, we just serge them together so we don't have to worry about like turning them inside out. So the thread is visible. And we very, very deliberately serged it in red. Because of course. Association with gingham. Eli has other associations that mostly have to do with grandma fabric, I guess. Which I guess is fair, because I'm pretty sure we got this in one of Eli's mother's boxes. But okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Trying to not get half a project out. Either all or none of a project.
Good job.
Thanks. Oh God. There's so much. Oh God. Pardon me as I attempt not to fall over. Okay. So first off is more dirt. The purple I had before. Microphone. There we go. The purple I had before was for the pants. This is what I made the jacket out of. Remembering this. Maybe not. Maybe I got this to replace some. No, I got this to make the shirt. And then I never actually made that shirt. I just wore a shirt that I had that was purple.
Yep. It's very nice though.
It is nice. It's fine. It's got that little crinkle to it. Just a little bit.
I think it's a sundress or something.
Yeah, I think it's a synthetic, but it's a nice one. It's in chunks and scraps, so must have had some thought of what to do with it at some point.
I mean, you might have just cut it out.
Yeah.
To shirt it.
Could be. So yeah, it's in like half-yard chunks now, which kind of limits the utility. What do you think? Keep or go?
I think that's a keep.
Oh,
if
yeah?
nothing else, I think we can. I think it's sturdy enough to use as tote bag lining. But
This is true, but I don't want to use it for tote bag lining. I want to use it for something, you know, with intent.
Dylan asks, "What mic is that?" It is Tonor condenser microphone. I think I got it for like $20 off of Amazon like 5 years ago.
And it has served us well ever since. Okay,
It's just, you know, a cheap USB microphone.
I find it fascinating also that the pile of keep to make things out of right now is a dark brown, 2 purples, and a black. Like, we have an aesthetic, and also it's fall. But also these.
Bless you.
Thank you. This is definitely from the closing of Delectable Mountain. When Delectable Mountain Fabric Shop closed, we just got, you know, they were having a going away sale, and there was just some super nice silks. This is another one of those silks with like,
It's another taffeta.
yeah, and the stripes woven in.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's this bright yellowy green, which I almost never wear. I don't know what to do with it at all. It's just a yard of nice silk. Like, what do you do with that?
A very nice pillowcase.
That's true. We could have a silk pillowcase or two. It's got an interesting texture for a pillowcase that I might actually really enjoy.
Yeah, I think it was definitely created thinking it would be turned into curtains.
Yeah. But silk curtains, our cats would destroy them.
Negev says that you've set aside so many fabrics for tote bag linings. What do the outsides of the tote bags look like? Hold on. Where's the bag?
Okay. It's hanging from the mudroom door. Okay.
Oh, look, it's one of the ones that has the jeans.
Yay.
So these are the tote bags that we make.
Dylan says evil stepsister fabric. Which,
Yeah.
So yeah, we make tote bags out of cork. They are wood. It is a very thin layer of tree bark, of cork that is adhered to an upholstery woven backing. And then we line it with whatever we got, in that case, scale fabric, because why not? And then we get something sturdy like the denim to make a strap out of it.
Well, sometimes the fabric matches.
Dylan, does that mean you're headed out? Because if so, we will miss you. Yeah. What do you think? Pillowcases? Something else? Let go? I don't want to let it go. We just got it last December.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can buy those tote bags on our website.
That's true.
Underneath the Hooded Stranger section.
We do, in fact, sell the tote bags on the internet now.
Yeah, the Hooded Stranger section on our website is the new accessories section.
All the other fun stuff that we make when we have a spare minute. Ooh, I think this extremely soft fake fur minky is part of your coat?
Yes.
Yeah. I tried to keep all the projects together, but I didn't quite. The winter coats that we have been... Who says... Oh, the tote bags are cool. Yay! Yeah, the winter coats that we have been in the process of making for 3 or 4 years at this point are going to be made of a variety of different fabrics, and Krista's coat lining bit is this...
No, it's not the coat lining.
It's the hood lining?
It's the hood lining and...
trim.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so soft and wonderful. And I'm really excited to sort things out so that ongoing projects are right here in the dining room where we'll work on them.
Finn says, what about a pair of those comfy pants for that green fabric? I'm not sure there's enough.
Alas, the comfy pants need 4 yards, and this is 1 yard.
Yeah. They would also be very loud.
It's true.
Sophia Light says, love the Hooded Stranger section name. Thank you. It's the
translation?
So our last name, Coughlin Galbraith, is both of our names hyphenated. And I forget which one. Oh, I think Galbraith means stranger, right?
Yes, Galbraith means stranger from France, roughly.
Yeah. And, well, I mean, Coughlin means hood, but I'm pretty sure it means hood like a cape, like a geographical hood rather than an actual hood, but
still, Coughlin Galbraith, hooded stranger. It's a translation. It's a rough
creative
translation.
license.
Yes. So we have here some really nice, I think, from Experience Goods, I think is what that is.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
What was the surprise?
That there was really nice wool at the thrift store.
Oh yeah, that the thrift store had super nice menswear, whatever, suiting wool. And this is the sort of tweed that it's a professor's jacket tweed.
Well, I wanted pants out of them. I don't think there's actually enough to make pants out of them.
I don't think there is either.
Not going the right way with the stripes.
No, there is 2 yards. That is not enough.
Yeah, not that I wouldn't expect a thrift store to have nice wool. It's just I wouldn't expect somebody to give up nice wool, but they probably did the same thing that we're doing right now. I wanted to do something with it and I never did, and I'm probably not going to, so let somebody else have it.
Yeah, so what's the verdict on these?
Oh, we're definitely keeping it. We just got them.
So,
we'll find something else to do, even if pants are not going to happen.
Yeah. Why do I want to make wool shorts?
I don't know.
I just do, though. I think I just like the aesthetic choice of here is a fundamentally casual piece of clothing in a formal fabric.
That's fair.
I like that juxtaposition. I like I used something formal and fancy to make all the time that I wear way more than I wear pants.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the thing. Yeah, I think that's the reasoning there. It's also kind of Germanic, huh? Lederhosen. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess you can always pair them with knee socks.
Yeah. Here's a flat black. Oh wait. This is the wearables pile, and I'm going to keep piling it up over here so that I am not completely blocked from the camera by the time this is all done.
You can push it more.
Thank you. Okay. Piling things. This wool actually has a tag on it that says inspected from England for Chaps Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren wool. An old-looking tag. It's handwritten.
Not that old. It's not even, like, yellowed.
Yeah, but, like, it's not printed is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's not...
Well, no, it was just probably a very small...
Yeah. Run.
No, a small fabric store.
Oop.
Neat. I mean, Ralph Lauren isn't that old of a
That's true.
brand.
Here we have some flat black cotton.
Probably.
Covered in cat fur, so it's clearly been sitting somewhere before it was hung up. Yeah, cotton.
Yep.
What do we need flat black cotton for?
Masks?
I can see through it.
Can you?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just the light through it a little bit.
I mean, it feels like a standard button-up cotton shirt.
You're right.
I mean, I can burn it.
Please do. Burn test it, because maybe this is mask lining. If we can burn test it and also get a sense of thread
More
count.
goth masks. More goth masks.
All the goth masks.
We really need matches.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. Yay.
Ooh.
Alrighty, this is unexpected mask fabric.
Yeah, I think we kept that under the theory that it would eventually become a tote bag lining, but...
It's cotton, it's not, yeah. Well, that's dirty. Alrighty. Mask pile can go over there.
Sleep pieces, layer it up, it should be fine.
Yeah. And this is a different flat black that was on the same hanger, because past me apparently likes to be confusing. Synthetic. A crossways stretch, but not a lengthways stretch.
Negative says spiky goth mask.
Yes, spiky goth mask. Solid, about a yard-ish, maybe less. I don't know. No idea where it comes from. It's hard to keep a memory about a solid color.
Yeah.
You know? Especially like black.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no particular use for it, do you?
It's big enough to be a tote bag.
That's true. There's that hanger. Here goes muslin. Yay for muslin scraps. Are these scraps or are they cutouts? They're scraps. Are they big enough to do anything with? Yeah, probably.
They're at least big enough to cook with.
Oh, like filter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheesecloth fabric.
Or even just herb bundles.
Yeah. The whatchamacallums.
Some French word.
Yeah. That thingy where you tie herbs up in a bundle and then you drop it in the soup. Someone knows what it is. Sachet? No, it needs to be more specific than that. Anyways, here's more muslin. That might be it.
Muslin is always useful.
Yeah. And then there's this, which got used in A Midsummer Night's Dream once as like small children playing fairies had a sack of things, and their sack of oats. Sack of oats, and their sack of oats for bottom was this beautiful flower embroidered pillowcase from, I think, from my grandmother.
Yep.
Yeah, this was from one of the Eli's maternal side Kentucky family things, and it's so nice, and the embroidery is so like thick and jutting out that it is completely impractical as a pillowcase. Where'd the tissues go?
Not it's a throw pillowcase.
Pass me the tissues, please. Thank you. Sorry.
Sophia Light says bouquet garni.
Yes! That thing! Bouquet garni.
Also, Dylan says it's a sign. Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat is in the future. Also, Sophia Light says if I were a fairy, I would absolutely put my oats in there.
We thought so too. That was the year that we made wings for people, and we sat around this very table with a bunch of people and wire and fabric and hot glue and made wings.
Yep, and horns.
And horns. It was a good time. I love this. I'm not letting it go.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a fabric because I don't want to make anything else out of it. It's just what it is, right?
Just make a throw pillow for it.
Yeah. So this is just a pillowcase, and it should go with the scarf as like things that are
actual things.
Yeah,
they are already things.
They are complete object. They are not material. And speaking of theater, this is from the Tempest.
Oh right, that was what we picked that up to make the skirt originally, and we ended up making the vest out of it also.
Yeah, we made a skirt and a bodice for Ceres, goddess of the harvest. This bronzed silk with these beautiful puffy embroidered
seed pods.
Yeah, like it was leaves.
I guess we used the wrong side of it.
Yeah, each leaf was incredibly difficult to sew over, so I tried not to as much as possible. But when you're making a bodice, there's a lot of seams happening, and it was a real challenge. I was very proud of it when it was done.
It looked very cool.
It was such a pain in the butt.
And she still wears it for like Halloween.
Yeah, good. And I don't think we have any use for this like remaining less than half a yard of beautiful embroidered silk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can you do with that? Someone else will know what to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty thing with interesting lumpy embroidery, and someone else will know what to do with a small amount of bronze leafy silk. This looks like a muslin might actually be a thing.
That looks like it's probably one of the coats.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it might be my coat.
Excellent. Coat pieces. Coat. Hey, it's another Duperta from India. This was when we were in Delhi briefly, because my roommate lived in Delhi and took me home to her family to celebrate Diwali, which is an affair where for about 12 to 15 straight hours, everyone in an entire city sets off fireworks, and the sky gets hazy, and the lights of the city just like elevate to a few stories above the ground as every single person on every single rooftop is at least setting off a little flashbang. And we went clothes shopping there, and I got a lovely suit that included this. And this is definitely not a fabric material, and it's got a few like rips and tears in it, so maybe I had the intention of mending it, but I think it's fine. It's just like tiny things.
Sleep Thief says, I'm like not even a sewer myself, and I'm making grabby hands at most of these.
I really love this. It's from when it was a wall hanging, and then at some point somebody, probably me, stumbled and landed against the wall and yanked it off of its hanging bits a bit. Then I could do better at making it a more sturdy wall hanging, and I think maybe I will someday. But right now, it is a finished piece of thing. It's unhemmed, but I think that's intentional, and I like it. Ooh, black silk. Very nice black silk from Green Mountain Fabrics.
Is
from
that from Green Mountain Fabrics?
Yes it is. I deliberately got some of their super nice black silk because I want to make something nice out of blac silk someday.
Did you pick it up a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't their closing sale. It was I want something that feels super good, and someday I will make it.
I feel like we talked about turning this into a corset at one point.
Nope. Not this stuff. Other stuff. This stuff is it would strain.
Okay.
Yeah. Corset stuff needs... Well, it could with a strong backing, but...
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
My understanding is that you don't make a corset without
the strong backing.
Twill.
You're right. Yeah. No, but I had,
I definitely remember having a conversation with you about making that the Morticia corset.
Oh. It's a sensation thing, and I love it.
Which I'm not saying that is what needs to happen to it. I'm
Totally.
just recalling a conversation that we did definitely have.
Yeah. I was looking at a bazillion underwear patterns at the time. Oh, good lord. This is going to be a swimsuit. It is all cut, and it is like maybe 1/3 of the way done, and it probably needs to go back to the studio at some point because it's all spandex.
Right, I think we were waiting on the elastic.
But the elastic is now here, and at some point we'll figure it out and work on it again. But for now, it is a project all in one place.
It's my bathing suit.
Yeah, and you're gonna look so good in it. Oh wow, that's really heavy. That nearly broke the hanger as I lifted it.
I'm pretty sure actually one of the hangers just spontaneously broke the other day.
Yep. Sometimes there's just enough weight on these hanger breaks. This is flat black stretchy again, stretchy lengthways, not crossways.
Like twill, almost jeans.
Almost, yeah, you could make like black jeggings out of this. There's so much of it. When the heck did I get so much black fabric to do things?
You're probably planning on making pants out of it.
Probably. I still want to make pants out of it.
Okay.
Alrighty. Pants. Black stretchy pants. Oh, this orange silk. It's nice. It takes the light super well. Our roommate was making a costume to be
Sailor
Venus. And that orange bow, she got the good stuff to make it.
This was also from yeah.
Huh. Yeah, and so now there's just this like several layers sewn together of orange silk, and I don't have any particular use for it, but someone will. It's pretty.
It is pretty.
Unless there's something you want.
Bye, Dylan.
Bye, Dylan. I think this can go to someone will find a use for shiny orange silk.
It's such a nice autumn color.
Yeah, it is. It would be good on trim. It would be a good... Yeah, I think it's like the amount of fabric here is a trim level thing.
Yeah, so what the really great thing about Green Mountain Fabrics, because she mostly carried like really expensive, like really nice silks and really nice like velvets and expensive cottons. So she kept remnants and like fat quarters and everything, so you could buy pieces for less instead of dropping like $30 a yard.
So like small crafters went to Green Mountain Fabrics and were like, I want this tiny piece for this one thing.
Yeah.
This is a bright red that I have no idea where it's from. It feels like a spandex cotton blend, mostly cotton probably, from the way it's fluffing at the edges. I have no use for it. It's just a red thing. I think it was probably for a... It might have been for Lear. This might have been King Lear. Though it's a little...
I believe you.
Yeah. It's a little super bright for that. I think maybe we did... we made the king's outfit out of this, and then we washed it with something to dull it down a little.
Sure.
Maybe. Anyways. Red cotton. Negative says, can't imagine I'd ever use that orange silk, but I covet it.
Right?
Yeah. Part of what we're doing here, right, is letting go of the things that I literally just kept that silk because... silk.
And because it's so pretty.
Yeah. This is a very transparent, I think a synthetic...
It's definitely a synthetic.
Yeah, gauzy scarf-ass level.
We made a shirt out of it once.
We did?
Yeah, we made a shirt out of it for our little Remy scarecrow.
Oh yeah, we made a tiny shirt out of it for a doll. And
we made scarecrows of our cats because we backed the that goat horn travel mug Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
And they came in these little burlap bags. We're like, these are nice burlap bags. We should do something with them. We're not gonna just carry our travel mugs in them.
So we
turned them upside down and made little scarecrows.
Yeah, we made kitty scarecrows. Black, pink, white plaid. It's too flimsy to make a person shirt out of. There's a little less than a yard, and I think I want to let it go.
Yeah.
I never quite knew what I wanted to make out of it. I just knew that I liked the color combo of this plaid. It's a weird plaid combo. It's a bit of a gay goth plaid, and I am very into that.
I mean, I like it, but you know, I would have liked it better if it wasn't like tissue.
Yeah. It is a flimsy piece. Oy, this stuff.
Sorry.
I don't know. I forget why I got this. It came out of the thrift store and it can go away. It's this geisha print. I don't know. It does not spark joy. I don't know where it's actually from or who made it or why it looks like that or what, if any, woodblock print it's ripping off of. It's got a signature on it that I can't read, which probably means it's ripping off of some woodblock print and turning it into a fabric. I cut pieces out of it to line a cork hat, which I ended up not liking.
The Alexander Henry collection.
It can go. I don't even remember why I got it. Anyways, here's a polyester. Here is a thin, light, interesting, bright red polyester with vines and blue and yellow leaves on the red. I like the color combo. It's not my aesthetic, and I don't know what to make out of thin polyester, but it's a yard of interesting stuff. And this is another one of those, it was 50 cents at Experience Goods, so why the heck not? It can go. God, I don't know with that. Who knows? Ooh. Fake leather. Faux leather. Vinyl? It's,
Oh, this was... Oh, wait, are there two different pieces there?
I don't think so. I think it's just, like, very different from the front and the back.
No, it looks like some of it is very shiny and some of it is not.
Yeah, and that is something happening on the fabric that I don't understand.
Yeah, so we bought this for... We bought faux spandex leather for Midsummer Night's Dream. And because we attached the satyrs' horns to them, because the director did this thing where the fairies, all of the fairies, you know, there were girl fairies and there were guy fairies. The girl fairies had wings and the guy fairies were satyrs.
And nobody had both, and I'm still kind of annoyed about that, but whatever. The theory behind the horns was that they would be horns that looked like they had leather headbands wrapped around them. Horns that were tied on with leather.
Yeah,
so
because the aesthetic of the show was... It was being put on by a Bavarian theater troupe.
Yeah.
So we picked up this faux leather spandex and we were like, oh, this is really cool to make binders out of. And so we ordered what we thought. Well, no, we ordered the
we tried to order
of the
more.
black faux leather, and they sent us this non-stretch faux leather.
Zero stretch, thin vinyl with sort of a leather
It's
finish.
It's not vinyl.
What is it?
It's polyester. It's like nylon.
Yeah, okay, nylon with sort of a. Is it a vinyl finish though?
It's the same print. It's the same printing process. So yeah, it's probably a vinyl print.
Yeah. It feels plasticky. What does chat say?
Sleek thief. said, I think, about one of these two. Okay, see, I need that. LOL. Perfectly, it is.
It's just a weird plastic thing, and someone else will know what to do with. This is like, you make a Rocky Horror costume out of this.
Yeah.
It feels like that. It's got that sense of...
I got it. More room.
Thank you. It's got that sense of cheap that you can turn into camp if you know what you're doing and you want to do a camp thing. That's what that is for.
Yeah, and the vinyl, not vinyl, the faux leather binders didn't take off the way we expected them to.
I mean, they were hot.
So were all of our binders.
There was more. It was less breathable than most of our binders. Go there. Lovely. Here is another purple that I think I bought. Yeah, it's a nice.
No.
Purple
That was also our roommate's.
Oh.
She was gonna make an Ariel, or I think she did make the Ariel skirt out of that. And that's just the leftovers. Yeah.
Little Mermaid Ariel.
Yeah.
Okay. We were just talking about the Tempest. So yeah, nice. Not a silk, this one, but a nice synthetic satin.
Yeah, I think that was also bought at that party supply.
Yeah, dark purple, a good eggplant color.
Yeah, it like, depending on the lighting, it's either like purple or it's very dark navy.
Yeah. It's a very good color. We never make anything out of this slippery synthetic anymore. So I think it should go to someone who will make something out of a fun, shiny, purple, slippery synthetic fabric.
If you've watched Project Runway, you know satin is very difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Not just because it's slippery, but also because it shows everything.
Every mistake will come out in this. But if you take care and work slowly, you can also make something very shiny and very cool. Here, I'm going to start a new pile over here.
Sleep Thief says, if necessary, we will actually buy these.
Serious. Tell me what you want. Make note of it. I can also just, like, if you send me enough shipping, I can just put it all in a box. Well, oh wait, we'll go. Oh, that's everything off of this pile, I think. Unless, oh wait, there's stuff that's been on here for a while that I want to go through a little bit. Excellent. Okay. Oh god, it's so heavy.
Why did you need to move it? It's still on the rack.
Because I want to have it in better reach. Oh god, this is the hanger that spontaneously exploded.
Yeah, I just heard something break and I looked over and nothing looked out of sorts.
Yeah. Except there was a hanger swinging.
There wasn't though.
Oh.
That's what I mean. There wasn't.
Yeah.
But I think later I saw it, like while I was on my way to do something else more urgent.
Yeah.
I saw it on the floor and then I forgot about it because I had to do the other thing first.
There's more shiny stuff. Oh, this is a binder that someone ordered and is getting packed away. So yay for that. There you go. Every week now I go to the binder rack and then I go, what did people order this week? And I pull it off. Wonderful. More black. But like sheer. Super sheer. And feeling nice. That is, that's a Halloween decoration. That's what that is.
It's a nice tool.
Yeah.
It's not a tool. It's like a mesh.
Tool is mesh.
Well, but tool has more of an open netting weave.
I wonder if there's like a legal definition of tool somewhere, like a technical definition. The specs of tool. Anyways, I want to keep this in Halloween decorations.
Okay.
Where did we put the other? Oh, it's back there.
A soft, fine silk, cotton, or nylon material like net used for making veils and dresses.
I mean, this could be a veil.
It's not a net, though.
Net. I guess. Ooh, this is more that. Wait. Huh.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, but I have two different very nice black silks. And one of them is matched with the purple that I was also looking at. And I know I want to keep for this. And then this is something else.
Do you know what you want to do with that?
Yeah, that was the underwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just gonna look up boxers. And then there's this, which is this beautiful. What does chat say?
Sleep Thief says, yeah, honestly, whatever you guys don't want, we'll absolutely pay shipping for. We have an ever-growing collection of project fabrics.
Yay!
And also,
Yay!
yeah, no, seriously, everything that is here is just going to get dropped off at the thrift store.
Yeah, we may as well send it to someone who wants it. This is more. It looks a little bit like that slub weave, or no, it's like a heather.
Yeah.
A heather dye of blue
I
and.
think somebody donated this.
Did they?
Or you got this recently.
I did get this recently. I don't think it's donated. I think
Okay.
it's from. So around the earlier days of the pandemic, like April or May, someone down in Massachusetts opened up a fabric store and said, all right, here is our opening where everything is out on tarps on our yard, and you can come masked and pick things out.
And you had to make an appointment so
And you had
that
to
you
make
were
an
the
appointment.
only one there.
Right, so I got my 15-minute appointment, and I drove down to Massachusetts, and I came masked, and it was this incredible fabric collection from a costumer who had worked on, like, Whitney Houston music videos and shows and things over the past, like, 4 decades. And it was just amazing. And one of the things, I think this is one of those things, it's just this nice blue shirting cotton, which could be used to make masks, but I want to use it for a shirt. It's just got a little bit more of the weight to it, and it's got this nice feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is shirts.
Okay.
In the growing pile of things Eli is making shirts out of. Speaking of, there's more shirt stuff. I don't even need to take it off the hanger to know that. And then there's, oh look, mask fabric. I thought we'd run out of all of the purple honeycomb, but nope, there's a little bit more. Masks. This I do not think. I think I probably got it for mask fabric, and then it turned out to be polyester, maybe?
Doesn't feel like polyester.
Huh. There was some reason that it wasn't good.
Maybe you decided it was too loose of a weave.
It is a pretty loose weave. That might be it. It's a nice plaid, and I like it. It's a good cotton, like...
It's a good color scheme.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to make a shirt out of it for myself. Because I don't wear a lot of reds and pinks, and it is red, pink, green, blue.
It's not red.
It looks red.
It's like a coral pink.
Do you want it?
I'm not sure it's enough to make this shirt for me.
Yeah.
But I do like it.
Is that a maybe? All right,
Yes.
put aside for
It's
it. Yeah.
I wanted to find something to make.
Okay. This white cotton, I really love. It's looks flat white until you get up close, and it's got these holes in it, and eyelets and embroidery. And I want to make a shirt out of it that is specifically for showing off binders to show under it. I want like the glitteriest binder underneath this. So you are shirt fabric again. Yay for shirts. Whoop, whoop, whoop. One thing after another. This, I think, is from NEYT.
Yeah.
The local youth theater handed me just a pile of their fabrics and said, if you can use any of these for masks, do it. Otherwise, they're going away. And I used a lot of them for masks, and they were very cool. And then some of them, like this, that was just like a scrap of test embroidery, I guess.
Well, it might have been something else that was embroidered.
Yeah.
That they just cut up. Like, it looks like a table runner or something.
Yeah, I have no use for this. I thought it was cute, so I kept it for a little bit, but I do not have a use. Do you?
No.
Okay.
But it is cute.
Yeah. I think it's too small to do almost anything with.
Well, I think it's like a put it in a tiny little embroidery wheel hoop, and you turn it into a little ornament.
Yeah. Oh, this is a couple yards that I got from Frank's. Frank's is just the most wonderful cheap ass fabric store. I love it.
Bless you.
Thank you. And it's this cool fishing net gradient from reds at the top down to blues at the bottom, and it's light and it's interesting, and I thought it would make good masks, but the scale of it is too big.
Yeah.
For masks. Yes, the white fabric could make a flowy pirate shirt, and I may well do that. Something that will really, like, I can just open up and show off whatever binder I'm wearing.
My computer has frozen.
Oh no!
That's weird.
Yeah. But I don't know what to do with this, because the scale's too big for masks. Mask will not capture the gradient. It will hardly capture the fishing net, and there's like starfish and shells here in the bottom of it. It's an interesting look, but for what? I don't want to just hold on to this one without a plan. It's a good 2 yards.
Could be curtains.
That's true. That's true.
Also, I like that the name of this collection is apparently Titleicious.
Yes. Very good. Alrighty. Non-wearable. This is one that I think I got with the intention of making shirts out of it, but I'm going to get tired of making shirts before I get through all this shirt making fabric, and this is not as interesting to me as a lot of the other ones. It's got this sort of crinkle weave, so it's like pre-wrinkled. It's ruched, yes. And it's cute and all.
See, I like that also.
Yeah. Do you want a shirt out of it?
There we go.
Someday I'll make shirts. I'll make like a whole bunch of shirts again.
Let's see. How much we got?
Fair amount. That is definitely from the costumers collection of the new fabric shop in Greenfield. Yeah, like 4 yards. Oh, that can make salwar.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make salwar out of that. That's gonna make the best floppy pants. Poof pants. More poof pants. Chat says big flowy shirt, almost kimono style. Yeah, but also poof pants. I think this can go on a hanger of poof pants. This is, yeah, nice drawstring pant land. Ugh, okay, this hanger has too many objects on it. There's this super soft fleece. Yeah, all of this is from that
the fabric sale.
Fabric sale. Super soft synthetic blue plaid fleece.
This board pen is dying.
Oh no. That I want as part of my, I have several different lining options for my coat at this point, and someday I will make a decision on it, but this is like, this could be good accessories, winter accessories, a nice
Fleece lined mask.
fleece line. Ooh, no, I don't think so, because synthetic. It'll be hard to breathe in. It will not wick away moisture very well.
Or the gradient.
Oh, the gradient. Yeah, the fishing net as a big flowy shirt. Maybe.
Also, Negative says in Hebrew we call those Aladdin pants. Yeah.
Yeah, it's those. This is something. This is the one that I thought could be mask stuff, but turned out to be a synthetic.
Right, and it is very thin.
It's very thin.
I can see through it.
We can see through it. There's not enough of it for a shirt or a salwar or anything fun like that. I want to let go of this plaid.
I kind of want to keep it to maybe turn it into like ribbons or something for Christmas.
Okay. Decorations.
Yeah.
Housewares fabrics. This is a lining that I pulled out of the menswear section of the big fabric sale because I also got a whole bunch of nice pinstripes. Really nice, faint, good-looking pinstripes. And I figured...
Oh, you said you were going to make shorts out of those.
Yeah, I did.
We found it.
We found it. We found the shorts. And these too. These also. These black with floral. Nice flowers. Cute flowers. Okay, we found the shorts hanger. This is the shorts hanger. Shorts don't have linings, though, so the lining can just be... I have had too many projects where I've had to stop and be like, well, now I need a lining for something. And I just wanted a lining on hand. That's what this is. This is a useful thing to have on hand. This nylon lining for stuff. Like a jacket.
Sleep Thief says, my partner made the most goblin noise at the pinstripe.
Oh my god, oh my god. That pinstripe fabric. It's beautiful, it's wool, it's real, it's nice and thin, it's not too heavy. It was $6 a yard. On a table outside in May. A victory that was. An absolute, just mind-blowing victory. Okay, time for me to go get more.
Okay. Sleep Thief says, it was what?
I know! Oh my god, I know!
Because my understanding, go ahead, was that the whole, the fabric store came into being as a destashing project.
And this person's stash was 2 trailers.
Wow. Yeah, so I think what Eli told me at the time was that the person who was running the fabric store, this new fabric store, originally was just looking to destash their stuff because they were also a customer, and so they had just collected a bunch of fabrics over the years, and they just weren't doing anything with it and wanted to get rid of it, and so they reached out to other people that they also knew were customers. And so on that particular day was the day when the designer who had been working with Whitney Houston was putting out their stuff.
Oh dear, I need you to move the microphone.
Yeah.
So that I can hang things up.
I was wondering why you put it back.
Absent-mindedness.
It says,
hello.
I got to go, y'all, but this was very nice, and I'm going the rest of the day.
Yay!
I hope you have a great rest of your day. You too.
Have a good one, Finn.
Oh, wait. The fur that you have.
Okay. So we just have a soft minky for something.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Let's make a stuffed animal.
Let's do it. Okay. Whoops. Did I just click something out? No, I didn't. Okay. Everything's fine. We're still here, I think. Okay. Last. So much. There's so much. This belongs somewhere in there, I think. Okay.
Well, I guess, no. We were waiting to see if the rest of this wool appeared.
Right.
Or if this was all that was left.
Okay. We're starting to get into the pieces of winter coats. This is a sleeve from... My coat is going to be dark blue navy, and it's going to be themed after Naoto Shirogane from Persona 4, which includes like a Holmesian elbow-length cape and the bright yellow flower buttons that are like the flowers that appear over someone's head in Persona 4 when you do something nice for them. And the lining is blue plaid, because I'm a nerd for Naoto Shirogane, and that's just that. Oh god. These were curtains from Experience Goods. And
No. They were not from Experience Goods. They were free on the loading dock in the cotton mill. And we had we had 4 gigantic tall windows and 1 normal window.
Right.
And so we needed just regular curtains for that normal window, and these were on the loading dock, and so we took them.
And they're pretty. They're like an off-white with really cool flower and plant.
Sleep Thief says, I'm in love. With Naoto.
Yay.
With the Naoto jacket.
Yay, good. Good.
Sorry.
Yeah, with these like botanical diagram looking, not diagram, but botanical illustration looking florals. And yeah, they're nice and they're pretty and they're a curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And we could need curtains in the near future, maybe.
I believe you cut stuff off of them already.
I cut stuff off of one of them, but there were like 3. Okay, nope, there were 2.
There were 2.
There were 2, and we have 1. Do you think we'll need 1 curtain somewhere, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
They would also make nice tote bag linings.
I think that might be one of the things that we did with this. So let's do 1 as it's a curtain, maybe somewhere. This could be a short curtain. If there was a short window somewhere. Would need to be hemmed though. And that's not a tote bag lining, that is too short. That is a scrap for Scrapland.
Possum says, Naoto was my trans awakening and they still mean so much to me, I understand. Right.
I'm gonna look like Naoto Shirogane in winter. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
Naoto Shirogane cosplaying Sherlock Holmes.
Which they would do.
I'm not saying they wouldn't.
Yes. I'm extremely excited for this. And there's like the pattern includes for a hat, like an ear flap hat.
A deer stalker?
I don't know. Ear flap.
I think it's a deer stalker.
I believe you. But yeah, Naoto. Feelings about Naoto. When this coat is done, I made like the base pieces of the coat front and back, and then I tried them on and they were too small and I fell into despair and I haven't looked at it since. And now I need to try it on again at some point and figure out, is it really too small? Was I fitting wrong? Do I need to take it apart? We'll figure it out.
Possum says, I love that for you.
Yay. Thanks. Ooh, this is from the EB Granny Great Aunt
box collection.
Yeah. This is a really nice cotton that's like polished. I don't know how you polish cotton, but I know polished cotton is a thing. It reflects the light really interestingly, and the edges of it are faded over time.
Yeah, it's
like
very
this natural ombre.
Old.
It's super old. It tears at the dent of the fingernail, and it's beautiful. And
we used it once for Rainbow Dash Wings.
Yeah, it's that softness.
Yeah. Well, it was that color.
Yes, that too.
You just happened to have the right color.
Yeah. And
they lasted for a couple of seasons, but they did eventually tear.
Yeah. What do you do with cotton that's too soft?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like the solution of making a temporary plushy thing was a good use for it, but it's too soft to wear.
So Sleep Thief says, I believe in you.
Thanks. Yeah, I couldn't possibly make a shirt out of this. I would rip it the first time I put it on.
It could be a linen, not like a pillowcase, but like a tablecloth or curtains or
Well, here's
napkins.
That's true. Here's the other question
Maybe
of
not
that.
napkins.
Is it ours or is it for someone else to make that?
I don't know.
This really is my decision, huh? This is one of the fabrics that I have sentimental feelings about because it was one of the first ones that Mom handed down to me in like the first collection before I got sort of numb after box number 10. This was in like box number 1 or 2. And
you can certainly hold on to it still.
Yeah, I have feelings about it, and I love the texture of it, and I love that it is so soft and so faded and so ancient. Oh, it would make amazing salwar. They would fall apart immediately, but they would be so soft. It would be like wearing a cloud for a minute. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong, because salwar that would fall apart as soon as you put them on are not good salwar, let alone amazing salwar.
But wearing a cloud for a minute. Would you not wear a cloud for a minute if you could, even if it then shredded away?
I would not want a cloud that would shred away.
I would. No, I think now that the thought has entered my head, I think I have to. It's like the one thing that I know how to make out of soft cotton that feels good, at least for a second, and I know will look good with all of this, the way it reflects the light. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
It's gonna be ridiculous, and I'm gonna do it. Salwar cotton hanger, where are you? That's you. Okay, here's a sad wad. I know, I could have been more eloquent than that, but it is. It's just a sad wad.
It's just jersey.
It's jersey.
It's a spinner's jersey.
Yeah, it's a synthetic jersey blue that the diaper company across the hall from us in the cotton mill had a roll of that they weren't using, so they just handed it to me like, do you want this? And I was like, I'll find some use for it.
Yeah,
and
I think what they had bought it, I think, assuming that it was cotton.
Yeah. It's not.
But it's not.
And we did have some uses for it. We made a pillow for you out of it. Mm-hmm. We did like a number of things. We used a large wad of it to cover up the fabric that was hanging in the giant window of the studio so that it wouldn't fade in the sunlight.
And Sleep Thief says, to be honest, I'm a sucker for super soft, brittle fabrics, lol, so I would too.
You understand.
But yeah, no, you made a couple of like exercise bands.
Oh yeah.
For someone.
Yeah, there was someone who wanted like someone who was teaching a dance class and wanted like something that was just 20 yards long and sewn together so that different people could like lean back in this band and stretch it out and like feel the movement of each other together as they were. It was like this interesting experimental dance thing where they're just like, do you have 20 yards of a fabric that you can? I was like, yeah, I do. I have this whole roll.
Yeah, it's just not quite stretchy enough for actual binders.
Yeah, it's no good for commercial stuff, and we don't make a lot of things out of jersey. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think
it's also just a particular shade of blue that neither of us are super into.
The trouble is, it's so close to our corporate blue. It's so close to the Shapeshifters scales. And at that point, it's like, that's nice, but we have so many things that are that. We have so many things that are that. So, yeah, there's just like this wad of this particular round is 4 yards of perfectly good synthetic jersey that someone else can make something cool out of.
Honestly, if you want yards of this, feel free to just email us about it.
We could send you 20 yards of that.
Because we do just have a whole giant roll of it.
That can go here. Yeah. Loads and loads of jersey. Ooh, and here's the other round of blue polished cotton from my mother and grandmother and great aunt Emily.
Differ cotton.
Was it great aunt Emily?
I don't know.
Oh my god. She was married to great uncle Edwin, who worked on the Panama Canal. But I can't remember her name, and I don't think it was Emily, but maybe it also started with an E? God. Brain. She was married to the guy who worked on the Panama Canal when it was still the Panama Railroad. He was an engineer on the railroad that moved supplies to make the canal happen. And occasionally also, like, the railroad was trading from one ocean to the other, and he was a musician in his spare time. So when weird instruments came by, great uncle Edwin would be like, that mother of pearl inlaid mandolin, can I just buy it? And sometimes he could, and which is why my mother at one point had like a collection of a mandolin and a dulcimer and a guitar, like these different stringed instruments that had been traded across the Panama Railroad that Uncle Edwin had just picked up.
Oh.
Anyways, this is from that collection, though I don't know if I doubt that it is so old as to have come across the Panama Railroad. It is stiffer than the other one.
Are you sure it's not like linen?
Could be a linen. It feels like a linen.
In my experience, at least,
Yeah.
is more stiff like
Yeah.
that.
It might be like linen that was dyed in the same lot as that cotton.
Mm-hmm.
They would have done their own dyeing.
Sleep Thief says jersey knit is kind of the only knit I can wear on my legs.
Hey.
So I'm making eyes at that too.
Excellent. Good. Yeah, I think this might be a linen. It's lovely.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Go get coffee or tea or water.
I have water.
Hydrate. Hydrate your face. Do I still have tea? I do.
Will hydration make the pollen go away?
I mean, it will dampen it down.
God.
Yeah, no, but this is it's a nice sky blue linen that I have kept and kept and kept, and always thought I would do something with and never knew what, and I don't think it's good for salwar.
It could also be curtains.
It could.
Nice light, breezy summer curtains.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. There's so much of it, too. The width of it is not a good curtain width. It's really like a shirting fabric width, but it can just be like several curtains.
Yeah, no, that's about the right width for curtains because you put two of them.
Yeah.
Sleep Thief says, y'all be hydrate.
Yee. Important. Important to hydrate. The feel of this is so good. It crinkles just a little bit, but not in a plastic way. In a plant way.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has that fading on the edges, like it was put on a shelf that got exposed to the sun for a while, but only on the edges. Which I also really love, that it's something that was dyed, probably hand dyed, and then put somewhere, and given the amount of yardage, probably a lot of that yardage was used for something, and then the rest was just saved.
Here's the other half of Howl.
Here's the other half of Howl. Does not spark joy.
Also bought at that party supply store.
Party supply store in Bushwick. Bless them. Howl's Moving Castle jacket designers. No.
Look, Hayao Miyazaki was not expecting people to make the costume.
He totally was. By then, he totally was. Come on. Boosh. Ooh, this
No,
is
over there.
Oh.
Because that's big enough to make something with.
You're right, it is. This is a delectable mountain yard.
That was mine.
Yeah, it was.
It was my.
It's gonna be a swim top of some sort.
No, it was gonna be
Mermaid
a crop top.
Yeah, crop top.
That was definitely my. I picked that out.
Yeah, it changes from green to blue depending on the
Purple.
light. Green to purple. It goes through blue on the way, I think.
Well, you can see it's purple on the edge.
Yeah, there's like a. See if you can see the purple fray of the threads.
I still want to do something with that.
Okay. Do you know what?
No.
Okay. there just wasn't enough of it to do a
Yeah.
lot, and this is just all that there was. And it's like, it's enough to just be a scarf if we hem it, but feels like
It's
more.
not quite enough.
Yeah.
It's too short,
Yeah.
really.
Do you want a silk mask? Don't know what, but something.
Yeah. I've only been saying that for the past 10 years.
That's right. You picked this up. It hasn't been 10 years, but you did pick this up before we moved here, right?
Yeah, it was that first trip in when we stayed up here for a month.
Okay, so 2012, 2013. 7 years, maybe.
No, I think that was the same year we got married because you worked on
2014.
your...
Okay.
Yeah, you worked on your jacket while we were up there.
You're right. You're right.
You worked on your jacket. You laid the groundwork for our sizing system.
Yeah, all the patterns. God, that was such a good month.
Possum is wondering when we're planning to stop.
We have, let's see, less than it looks like. We have maybe 5 more to go. So
Oh, sorry. Drop off, as in drop off fabric.
Oh. Oh.
I want to email, but won't be able to do shipping till Tuesday. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
It's fine.
We're gonna put this in a pile of to get rid of, and then it will just sit there until we have a bunch of things to get rid of, probably, that are not just fabrics. That is likely how this is gonna work. But yeah, something.
Yeah. Maybe a mask, but
There's
a lot there for just a mask.
That's true. There's a kimono artist in Japan who's making silk fake face masks out of silk like this that is like substantial, and she makes some really cool
Taffeta.
stuff. Yeah.
Look, it's one of
Nice close weave.
the few weave styles that I know the name of and can identify, and it's all because of Phantom of the Opera. But you know.
We all get our knowledge from places. Here is a nice cotton, and it's that slub cotton as opposed to slub silk that you can see. There's I don't know if y'all can see it, but there is definitely some intentional slubbing going on in the weave. I think we made a shirt out of this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was my peasant top.
Yeah. That has been useful in many a costume.
Yeah, I forget where we even got it.
Me too.
Yeah. But yeah, don't worry about waiting until you have the money to pay for shipping. Also, you can just email us and we'll set stuff aside for you.
Yeah, totally.
And like, if somebody emails ahead of you, we will let you know.
Yeah. But yeah,
Because it is going to be
email
first
anytime.
come, first serve.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just a nice, solid cotton that made a very good peasant top that you still have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just been a very useful article of clothing.
Yeah.
I don't think we have need of another one. Like, is there any reason to keep this now that we made what we wanted to make out of it?
I don't know that there's enough there to make another one anyway.
Yeah.
At least not
so.
for me.
Yeah,
Maybe for you.
It's a little under 2 yards, so it would not make a very good one for me. As that takes all that ruching. But someone else can do something with a little under 2 yards of nice white cotton. It's a very pirate shirt looking cotton.
Yeah. I mean, I can go grab it and we can show you.
Yeah, do that thing. Yeah, I think this is any base shirt of Ren Fair. And yeah, literally email whenever. Yeah, we made this shirt out of it, and it was a pretty simple make.
I think
there's elastic there and there.
I had bought a shirt like this off of eBay a while back, and it had since. I think we actually gave it to somebody else.
Yeah, we did.
And so we just took that pattern and cribbed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it can be either off the shoulder or on the shoulder.
It's a very easy pattern.
Yeah.
I was thinking back when I thought that I could like teach sewing to costumers, one of the things, or teach sewing to theater people, one of the things that I would want to do is just teach everyone how to make a shirt like that.
Yeah, because it's
It was
very
that easy.
versatile.
Yeah, and
You know, it might not be 100% historically accurate, but theater audiences mostly don't care.
it's extremely easy to use for a whole lot of different shows, and if everyone just has like a fluffy white shirt or a flat white shirt or plain white shirt with some baggy sleeves, then you can do a lot with that.
Yeah, it's pirate, it's barmaid, it's Victorian men's.
Yeah.
Edwardian, yeah.
Oh, this is one of the things that we were gonna do for Tempest, the Cirrus outfit, and then didn't. Because we found something else that worked better. It's a nice...
Yeah, we were kind of...
pale beige with some interesting shinies.
Yeah.
Worked into the
sort
weave.
of damask.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of like on the fence, not quite sure where we were going with Sarah's.
Yeah.
So we just picked up a bunch of stuff that kind of...
It was all cheap.
Yeah. We picked up a bunch of stuff that kind of evoked wheat.
Yeah. And this is like a yard and a half of wheat evoking stuff, and neither of us wears a lot of beige.
No.
So someone else can have this nice... It's basically an upholstery fabric, honestly. Yep. It's got a good weight, a good heft to it. It would make a nice, like, bodice if someone wanted to Ren Fair it up in beige.
Yeah, that's the, that's a theater historical costume tip 101 is use upholstery fabric.
Yep. Use some heavy stuff. This is gonna be the lining for Krista's coat.
Yeah, that's the outside.
Yeah, the outside is this black silk with red flowers on it. Oh, yeah, the wrong side is all red, and it's pretty silky, and it's...
I think we just picked that up at Joann's.
Yeah, I think we did. And there's the coat wool, which has not yet been cut, so it's just a wad of coat wool from fabric.com, I think, was where we sourced our coating wool finally, after looking many places for coating wool. And Krista's going to have a bright red coat, and it's going to be amazing, and we're going to do it.
With the gray.
I'm determined to do it. With
the other gray fur. So I don't know why we have this. So the gray fur that I picked out is this, like, it's textured.
Yeah. Here we go.
So I don't know where this flat gray fur came from or why we have it.
Who
There's
knows?
so much of it.
Yeah, we have a lot. Yeah, this nice textured gray fur is going to be amazing trim, and the other gray fur is just going to be a stuffed animal, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so soft and lovely.
Yeah.
This could be like an amazing elephant or mouse or a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's so soft.
They're fighting over fabric in the jet.
Excellent. Good. Great.
Not fighting.
I know.
But, you know.
Hashing things out. This is red, but it's not with your coat because it's this almost see-through.
Yeah, it's definitely a lining fabric, but...
Yeah, but it's not yours, and I don't have any use for it. It's weirdly stretchy. Yeah, it is a lining fabric, you're right, but it's not...
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's from.
this, and I don't have any use for it, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, pale red lining. Not pale red, but like...
I mean, it is nice and soft.
Yeah, lightweight, soft red lining. About a yard of it. Speaking of reds, here's some red cotton.
It's like twill again.
I think it
kind
could
of
be
stretchy twill.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, there's enough stretch in it that it's probably not mask material. It's probably a blend. For a second I was like, mask linings, but no. If it's got that much stretch in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just red stretch cotton for someone else, unless there's something you desperately wish. And now we're getting into the stuff that was stored near your fur, and so there's faux fur in the air.
Yeah.
Fibers flying around.
You put it on the microphone.
Oh no. Here we go. That's more pieces of the Naoto coat. Piece and piece and piece. I want to show Chet. This is the lining of the cape of the Naoto Shirogane
Get it in
coat.
nice and close so you can see how sparkly it is.
It's a blue plaid with silver threads shot through it. I'm so excited. Naoto coat. Naoto coat. There's that and that and that. There's several different choices for possible linings. There's the rest of the lining. There's the shorts, and here's the last.
Oh wait, maybe that's the aerial skirt.
Maybe. We've just had a lot of like shiny satins pass through our lives here and there. And
I'm not sure what the other one is from.
well, we've got a purple one, we've got a blue one. These things happen. I'm ready to let go of this if you are.
Yeah.
Awesome. One more thing to go. Boop. And everything else here is coats, coat, shirt, bathing suit, and binders to ship out.
I guess we don't have any more of this wool.
It's gone. It is what it is. So yeah. That's it. And it is well past time, obviously, for us to clear out our stash. And yeah, y'all work things out as you like it. Email us for anything. I think we'll probably keep these piles in to go away pile for a while, and then whatever isn't claimed via email or from friends, who I guess will link this video to and be like, see anything you like? Yeah, whatever isn't claimed by the time of early November, probably.
Yeah.
That will just go to a thrift store. So yeah. We did it! We sorted a whole bunch of fabric.
Yeah, I think if you're going, I would just to give a minor warning. If you're going for like the reds, any of the solids really, be as descriptive as possible of the specific one that you want. Like if you specifically want the black fake leather, or if you want the red lining, or the red stretchy cotton.
If you say I want the red fabric, I will just send you all the red fabric. And then you will have to figure out how to use whatever red there is. We should also figure out where we're putting fabric that is not in immediate
the closet.
Project use. Yeah.
We have that shelf in the closet.
That's true. Closet shelf. That it can go there and the cats will not get to it, and now we have all of these free hangers to do with as we desire.
We use the same hangers at home as we do at work, so we're
we
constantly missing hangers at home. we just randomly run out.
Like you do.
Sleep Thief says, my partner literally just, I will take all the red fabric.
Done. Done.
No, email us.
Okay, email us. Yes, for sure. For sure. Please get that to us in writing.
info@shapeshifters.co.
Not .com, .co.
Right. And it's first come, first serve. Whoever's email comes in first gets the thing.
Thanks for coming out, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all to write emails as you desire.
Yeah. Don't worry about waiting until you have the shipping.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and email us.
Yeah.
We'll set it aside and it'll go out whenever you tell us.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and I think that is now time for us to eat a food.
Yes. Since we didn't eat lunch.
We should probably do that thing.
We keep forgetting to do that.
One of these days. One of these days we'll have like a Saturday with a schedule. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Thanks. We'll see y'all hopefully next weekend, which will be the last weekend before we move studios. Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to have a studio with nice views of the changing fall leaves, and it has exterior access, so we can just open a door and go